Now, we're going to hit it with 10 pounds of shock and throw a whole quart of algicide in. And it's going to hold you for the winter. What we're doing is jacking the concentration level of the pool up so that it can maintain it over the winter. Because for 5 months, it's not going to run. So we're going to bring this level sky high so that way you can open up clear like this. Now,
is that going to be the same every close, no matter what? You're always going to put the same amount of chemicals in it?
The only time I would hit you with more would be if I showed up to close it and you were cloudy or starting to get green, that you had algae present. Then I would bump it to 15, okay? But because you're new, your water's just new, 10's going to be enough. You know, actually on this pool, you could get away with 5, but because you're brand new, I want to make sure I got enough residual in there to hold you over for the winter. Because the whole purpose is I want you to open up clear like this come springtime. Now you will have some sediment on the bottom from this shock you'll have to vacuum up. And you'll have worms, okay? Contrary to belief, we don't put the worms in your pool. I have a lady that thought we did. She swears up down every year that we put worms in her pools. Like I got a bucket that I carry with me or something.
I just vacuumed yesterday and there was a worm.
Yeah.
Did you sneak over and put that
You're
in?
gonna find a lot more, honey. They crawl under that cover to get under this lip for warmth and out of the weather. And then they get too close to the edge, they fall in, they drown. So you end up with them all the time. You'll even end up with a few leaves that'll sometime get blown underneath that cover, okay? No big deal. It can all be vacuumed up. But the thing is that you should open up the water clear like this, okay? So at this point, like I say, he's shocked the pool, he's brushed it up, because anytime you shock the pool, you immediately brush it up, okay? Until it dissolves, okay? So now that he'll be done with the pool, and that the shock's been put in and the algicide, you're ready to pull the cover.
I'm just real quick. Prior to me coming out and him doing this, did he shut off the pump?
I did.
Okay, so we should make sure before we're stuffing this with.
You can't pack them skimmers if the pump's running.
Okay. I just thought about
that's just
that.
automatically my thing is I walk over and put my toolbox on the heater and turn the heater off if it's on, to let it cool down before I start doing.
I shut it off yesterday.
Yeah, well, I noticed that. It was 78, so I figured it had to have cooled down. But it's just out of habit I do it. I shut it down and then I wait, and then I'll turn the system off so he can do his demo on these skimmers.
Okay.
Plus, it's easier to pull the eyeballs out when you ain't got pressure coming out the return lines. Okay. Now, like I said, now that the pool's done, okay, you can put the cover on the pool. Since you don't have the cover installed yet, you can't do it yet. But at this point, you'd have your handrails out, your eyeballs out, your skimmers are packed, your thermometers taken out, and your pool's been shocked and brushed, and the algicide's in it, covers on. And then it takes us to the filter. Well, unless you want to go over the cover real quick.
No, it depends on how quick they want to get out of here. If you guys are
Well, I can go over this real quick, and then you can do the cover with them.